So I have this block printing set. It has just most of the things that I'll probably need. Really basic, so something to carve with, something to print with, something to roll the ink with. So that's kind of it. Like there's no tray to roll the ink on, there's no thingy to like rub on the paper or whatever you're printing on. Those things I can probably scrounge around for myself. So what I kind of wanted to do with this block, try it out on a very small print, like little patches. And I don't want them to be quite this big, so I might cut this in half, which means I'll have like this little space to work with. I kind of really like my little pufferfish guy. It has text. Now anything I carve on here is going to print in reverse, which means I'd had to scan it and do my writing and then flip it so it's a mirror image, and hopefully that'll work. Seeing as they are calling this speedy carving block, I'm gonna assume that this isn't really linoleum. I've done lino carving in high school, and while it's been a bajillion years, this doesn't really feel familiar to me. This almost kind of feels like a rubber eraser. It might be. This might literally just be a gigantic pink eraser. So I'm thinking maybe I don't have to do a lot of prep, like maybe I don't have to sand it, but I have seen people stain their surfaces to make it easier to see what part I'm carving out. I'm thinking blue just because nothing stains as good as blue. I don't want to actually have ink on this. I just want it to be not perfectly bright pink. So here's where I might be a little bit ambitious. It would be very much easier to carve where the lines are. What I would have ended up with is the opposite of this, where the background would be black and the lines would be white. But that's not what I wanted. I'm going to have to carve around and leaving behind the part that's black, and that's a little ambitious, I think. I am given 3 different choices of carving tools. A big one for big spaces. I got this medium one, and I've got this tiny one for little details. And I always want to make sure that I'm cutting away from myself, which means I'm going to be turning the block to make sure that I'm not, I don't want to do this. If I stabbed it, that would hurt. That could do some damage, so just going to keep making sure that I turn it and not get into the situation where I'm cutting towards my hand. I'm just going to be always cutting away from myself. So here's my little guy. I really hope that I carved it a little deep enough. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but my instinct is to kind of just cut this piece out. It doesn't matter how I carve this section, the paper will just flop onto it. So I'm thinking of just trimming it. Don't get mad, I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I'm just going to trim this just in case, because I didn't use the whole thing. This doesn't have to be that perfect anyway. It's just a guy. This is kind of like cutting into like a cheese string. I can make a tiny stamp with this. I do have a household spoon, and I do have a household dinner plate that I use as a paint palette. And I do have this, it's sort of like a rice paper type thing that I might test it on, because I don't know what I'm doing. So let's just try it. See if this will work. I don't know if that's right or not, but let's try this. Oh my god, look at him! He's incredible! You can see where the tiniest little ridges are sticking up. And I might clean up that one. But otherwise, like, this is pretty cool. I kind of like it. I kind of like it a lot, actually. Holy cow. Let's do it again. Amazing. I think using the thin paper is really where it's at, because you can see through it whether or not it's sticking. There's this bit here that got a bit dirty. I also have this paper, so it has this nice flaky, shiny. I kind of want to see what that looks like. Look at all these little guys. Ah, absolutely thrilled with how this turned out. So fun. So fun. Paper is fun, right? But my ultimate kind of challenge for myself, this goal, was what about fabric? I do have this cotton. I got secondhand. I think it used to be like a sheet or something. 100% cotton. I don't have my pinking shears yet. I'm still waiting for those, so I cut these kind of big. Now, the ink that comes in the kit is a water base, mostly just for paper. So I had to buy separately this fabric ink. So my assumption with the permanent fabric ink is that it doesn't wash out the way that this one probably would. When you want something to stay on a surface, it washes out, but when you like get a little bit of watercolor on your clothes, especially the color blue, never comes out. It's so annoying how that works. I don't know if the process is different. I guess I just have to be a little bit more careful. I'm gonna have to roll my sleeves up for this one. This is as clean as I can get the brayer. Okay, it smells different. It's a bit thicker. I think the texture I'm looking for here is kind of velvety. This might be good. This one's probably going to be easier to accidentally nudge around. And oh, look at that. It is going through the... I thought for sure that I wouldn't be able to see where the print is. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'd really love to try this with florals, like soft florals in the background, something interesting. I'm just starting with the really plain kind of neutral colors right now, but these are incredible. Thanks for joining me in trying out block printing for, I guess, not really the first time ever, but first time unsupervised. I had so much fun, and I can totally see myself making more of these in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.